I'm my end customer. I'm a barrel racer. Was raised on a farm. I'm now building my own ranch. I'm a businesswoman pretty much all week. I'm with my horses. I'm a family gal. I've got a daughter and a grandson and a husband. At the end, I'm a big dreamer that chased and caught her dream, and I'm still catching my dream. I was in retail for many years. I went to school for fashion merchandising and design, but on the weekends and nights, I was a cowgirl, and I never quite found the right clothing that fit both those lifestyles, so I brought the mainstream into the cowgirl Western industry life. My customers had told me, oh, don't do jeans, they're too hard. You know, they'll never have the right denim and this won't work out. All the reasons not to do them, which spurs me just to do it and try it. So I came up with my own size chart. I didn't use the standard like everybody else does. So there's a very unique fit. It's unbelievable to me and so rewarding to watch so many women try these jeans on, be so happy. It just makes them feel so good. And now it's really cool that some of the people that told me not to do them said, your jeans, that's what I wear. That's all I wear. I'm so glad you didn't listen to me. For approximately 4 years, I have been traveling with Cowgirl Tuff product. I remember this one particular trip that I took to Starksville, Mississippi. It cost me $1,200 to drive down there, set up, motels, everything. And it was getting to a point where I didn't know if I wanted to keep doing this. I didn't know if it was going somewhere. So I set up, and the first day I hardly sold anything, and I was so traumatized by it and just so shaken up about it. And I'm in Mississippi, and my family's at home enjoying Christmas in Minnesota. And I just thought, why am I doing this? I need a sign to show that I need to keep going or I need to quit. The next day I went, and all of a sudden, people just started buying. And when I rang the till up at the end of the night, it was $1,201. So it was a pretty cool drive home to know that I wasn't going to give up, because I didn't want to give up. And I do believe that it was a sign from God that this was my destiny, and it was just a test. The slogan comes from my life, my journey, my business, all of it together, my horses. Having horses that you want to make them a champion, and you know that they have the heart and the will and the speed to do it, and it's just bringing that all together and just, I don't know, just wanting something so bad, that dream and that accomplishment so bad that you got to push yourself to that next limit that you don't think you can get to, but when you push yourself and you never give up, that's when it all comes together. So it's really a life thing, and it's about being bucked, kicked, bit, and stomped. And no matter what happens, you're not going to give up, and I vowed I would never give up. The horse on my tags is called Bird's Bonanza. He's actually 27 this year. I bought him as a 10-year-old, so I've had him 17 years. When I first got him, he was the fastest thing I had ever been on. And I knew that he could be a winner. I just had to get myself... where he was, get the timing and the teamwork together. This is actually Mater, not Bird. And threw a lot of saddles, because if we wouldn't have tipped a barrel, we would have won. And I just couldn't get that timing right, and I just was not going to give up. So he inspired me. He also had a club foot, which made him kind of like me. We're both kind of the underdogs, and just the magic of when it all came together, and it was just, I don't know, he's just got a heart of gold and just loves his job. Well, when I couldn't keep up with demand, after driving all over the country and setting up and selling and going home with empty trailers and empty trucks, all the product was gone, I thought, wow, I must really have something different, unique. So I checked into the Reno market. That was my first wholesale market. There I picked up 18 stores, and one of the big accounts was Big R, and I thank them to this day for taking a chance on me and putting an $18,000 order. Well, I called home, and Kirk and Lexi were pretty much printing before I even got home from the market, and we shipped it out in approximately 2 weeks, and it's just been going nonstop since then. I started out in lots of different locations. I've worked in a barn with plastic put up, flies, mosquitoes, spiders, everything you can imagine. But that's where we worked after our real jobs, and that's where we screen printed. I also worked in a garage. We've worked out of a car wash. We've worked out of an old building in town. And then we came out here and we put up, actually that building right there, the first pole shed. And when we worked in that, we came out here with like 4 or 5 employees, and we actually worked here for 5 years. And when 22 cars came pulling down my driveway every morning, and they would start pulling in at 7, and sometimes they wouldn't leave till 7 o'clock at night, and this is our home place, I said, that's enough of that. It's time to move and get a bigger building. So we moved to Cokato. We rented out an old egg factory, old egg building, which did its purpose, and we were there for a couple of years. And now today we have a brand new warehouse, and it's 30,000 square feet, and it just feels like Cowgirl Tuff is home. So today my family is a huge part in the business. My daughter is in production. She's production manager. She also oversees social media. She does a lot of graphic designing for the men's and kids lines. She does a lot of different things. She helps out in grassroots, so she pretty much multitasks all over the place within the business. My husband is my business partner. He is always there to, when there's issues, when there's decisions to be made. We're always talking about it. We both live and breathe it. It's a passion for both of us. He is the president, and he oversees operations, shipping, and production, and we just work as a team. It's a team business all the way around. If there was one thing I wish I could change, is the perception of how girls and women feel about themselves. It's a huge undertaking, and I'm just one little person with one little company, but if we can make somebody feel better through clothes, which is crazy, who would ever think that, but there's just, it's the rodeo community and barrel racing, horse community, but it's bigger than that, and it's finding those people that have that spirit, that want to be part of the slogan of never giving up and what that all entails. We're huge into our grassroots. We're huge into giving back to those young girls, and when I say this, and these girls watch this, they know who they are. They know that they came on my little rolling rack and bought my $40 sweatshirts, my $20 t-shirts, and it's the support of that group, that grassroots group, that really helped Cowgirl Tuff get where it is today. It's very important that when you're blessed, you should turn that back around and make sure that you give back, and what happens is you get more. So I feel like when God trusts to give you things and you share that and you spread that around, he'll give you even more because he trusts you even more. So people ask me, why do you keep doing that? I'm like, I feel like it's the right thing to do, and I feel like it's just going to help build more. At the end of the day, it's still the best thing to watch these women that say, oh, your jeans won't fit me. It won't fit me. Your clothes won't fit me. And getting them in that fitting room and just seeing the change of what that can do to a person when they walk out and go, wow, they fit, and I feel fabulous, and I feel good, and just what little change that can make to someone is just, that's the best part. It's just really the best part.